Okay, so let me show you the battlefield. Here it is. So, after a week of fighting with my kitchen, only the stainless steel sink is original to the plumbing here. I now have brand new faucet. I didn't want to have a sprayer because they detract from the power of the faucet, and I view them as absolutely useless, but I discovered, even though the box says sprayer is optional, okay, if you don't install it, then the attachment for the sprayer, the area where it attaches, and that's underneath the faucet, is still directly in line and open to the water supply. So I found that out the hard way. I got a geyser when I installed this and thought, nah, I don't have to put the sprayer on it. But you do, or else you're going to get a geyser. I have no way of capping off the attachment for the sprayer device here. That's underneath. And so here's my new plumbing. All of this is new underneath here. I'm going to try to get my light here. The S-trap here was all pot metal that disintegrated in my hand as I tried to unscrew it. But the drains are all new. That's the horrible kind of drain. I didn't know any better. I put that in, and then watching YouTube I discovered the better kind of drain. And this one, where you can actually get a hold of the nuts underneath it and screw it in and unscrew it. And this nut up here is a pain in the friggin' ass. Okay, it's not hexagonal. All it has is those little flanges on it. You got to try to somehow get a hold of with your channel locks. Okay, and then underneath here, I used all new metal and nylon supply lines. So let me show you what you got to do. You're gonna fix this and take out your old faucet. You get underneath here. Shit, they never show you this on the YouTube videos. But you get under here. Oh, I gotta get the light up here. And I hope you can see them, but there's where you connect all your valves, connect your supply line, and also the nuts that hold the faucet assembly onto your sink are all up there. Okay. This is the nylon line to the sprayer, which I didn't want, but I gotta have, because the sprayer connects right up there in the center between the connection for the spigots. Okay. What a mess. I actually thought about taking my reciprocating saw and sawing out this middle piece right here so I could fit in there. And if I was 10 pounds heavier, I wouldn't be able to fit in there. And yeah, the reciprocating saw would take that piece of shit out of there. I just don't care. Okay, but now I got a brand new faucet. The drains are new, of course. I put those in. And I correctly put the plumber's putty underneath the flanges, the way that's supposed to go. Oh. I don't know how to hold this thing yet. I gotta do it like this, I guess. Forgive me, okay? So there's still remnants of plumber's putty here. I haven't pulled it all out directly to the edge of the flange, just because a little bit extra there I think will ensure a seal. If I pull out too much, I'm just afraid of getting another leak and going through hell again here. Well, this is all upside down. Excuse me. Okay, now I think we're right side up. Okay, my new faucet. And the sprayer, I think, will actually work. Yeah, the diverter's working. I hate these sprayers because when they get screwed up, they take water pressure away from your faucet. And I'd rather be without them completely. Okay, but on this model, I can't be completely without them. Okay, so what does the stuff that was in here look like? I had to use a hacksaw on this. It was partially nylon supply line. I was so angry at the sprayer cable I simply cut it. Okay. That's more sprayer cable. This is the original one. It's probably here when the house was built. And coming out of the bottom for supply line, there were flexible copper pipes. Okay, you can see a couple of them here. Yeah, flexible my eye. I was able to pull the assembly up far enough that I could take a hacksaw and just hacksaw them off. So this was a real jury-rigged piece of shit. Part of the supply line was that flexible copper pipe, which you don't want to use. Metal only has limited flexibility. You flex this, then you risk destroying it, breaking it, putting a kink in it. Okay, so what else was there? Then one of the copper pipes was connected to this, which actually went into the shutoff valve. Okay, that was the top connection. That went into the shutoff valve. This went into actually one of the copper pipes right there. So you had two different pieces of tubing connecting the cold water to the shutoff valve down below. What a piece of crap. And then more of the flexible copper tubing. That was where I had to hacksaw it. My golly, what a jury-rigged piece of crap. This house was built around 1967, 68, something like that, and that's probably been in there since 67 and 68. Pure shit. Pure unadulterated shit. Okay, this was the collar around the sprayer. I hacksawed that, had to drill it. In the words of Steve, I forget the guy's last name. He's on YouTube. Good plumber. Lavimonier, I think, well, I don't know if that's the correct pronunciation. When in doubt, grind it out. That's what the hell I did. Just ground that out completely. Here's the shitty sprayer head. I wasn't getting any water pressure. It was probably a bad diverter inside this original single lever faucet. Now I hate these things because you got a ball joint in here that's moving back and forth, and anytime you try to seal something that's metal yet let it move at the same time, you're going to have a nightmare arrangement of gaskets, and they're not going to last long. Okay, so I replaced the gaskets in here over the winter, actually back in January, I think. Okay, but I had a real pressure problem, not getting very much water pressure out of the faucet itself, and that's because there's probably a bad diverter in here that diverts water into the sprayer. So that came out, and that goes in the trash, that piece of crap. For a long time I thought about having two spigots and a faucet and getting rid of this. Well, I finally did it. I thought I struggled enough to put in the new drains and all the PVC pipes underneath the sink. And I watched enough YouTube videos on this that I felt confident. that I could actually do this. And I did. And it took me all day because I first installed it without the sprayer, like an idiot. And then when I had everything hooked up and I turned on the water, I had Niagara Falls underneath my sink. But the false floor under there was already ruined by years of dripping anyway. So next job is to cut that out with my reciprocating saw and put in a piece of white, waterproof plastic, at least ½ an inch thick. Okay. What shit. I can't think that a legitimate plumber would use this connected to the shutoff, and then at the top connected to a piece of flexible copper pipe like this. Okay. Actually, it went something like that. This was up near the faucet assembly. I hacksawed that off. I can't think that, a legitimate... Where's my other piece of pipe? I don't know. That a legitimate plumber would do something like that rather than just using one solid piece of nylon supply line like this, which is probably still usable. I might just hang on to that. No, it's all cruddy in there. Just get a piece. That's gasket is all crap. Just deal with new supply line. So what's in the sink now is new supply line underneath the sink. So that all goes into a dumpster. All of this goes into a dumpster. You see the wood veneer coming off the false floor under the sink. That's all shit and crap. So I got to clean that up tonight. My assemblage of tools, gaskets, silicone, other stuff I needed. These are old washers that go around the anchor of the faucet assembly from underneath, just to keep the faucet assembly in place and from moving around. They might be salvageable. They're just dirty. They'll still work. The threads are still good. So I might keep those as extras, these three. I was actually wanting to put this plug in the hole where the sprayer is, but now I have to have a sprayer. Maybe someday I will actually find a faucet assembly that doesn't take a sprayer, that's new made. But now everybody wants these sprayers, these things, Your wife wants them, your mother wants them. They spray around in the sink to wash everything down. What crap. Utter, thoroughly modern Millie bullshit. You just don't need it. Okay? And also it came, the new one came with these modern spigot handles. I hate them. I wanted these old-fashioned, clear plastic handles. So I bought these separately, took off the thoroughly modern, space-age looking spigot handles, these things, which would have gone here. I hate these pieces of shit. Okay. They attach to the valve with these little set screws in here. Garbage. Okay. This is what you need. This is what you need for a man's kitchen sink right here. Right there. So I bought these separately and put them on. They were out of the faucet assembly that had these plastic crystal-looking handles. So I just took the nearest thing, bought the extra handles, put them on. So finally, after a week, I started last Wednesday. Today is Wednesday, July No, it's Tuesday, July 9th. Okay, so tomorrow is Wednesday the 10th. Tomorrow would have been a full week. I have been fighting with this piece of shit. This kitchen, my shitty kitchen. Okay, but that's the battleground. Now everything is nice. Nothing leaks. I can run water. Getting no leaks down here. But I always fail safe. That's why the basin is there, just in case. Now I can relax. Been fighting with the faucet all day to put it in. The major problem with all of these kitchen repairs is getting the old stuff out. The old stuff corroded beyond belief, not done properly, 2 different kinds of connections, idiotic flexible copper pipe down there. Now, this was put in 1967. For sure they had plastic and nylon feed lines, supply lines that you could have put in here. But what probably happened was the previous owners of the house had leaks, had problems, and then they wanted to jury-rig everything. Okay. So I'm signing off from this shitty old house. Okay? Hope your plumbing nightmares are not as bad as mine. But just remember, every time you see something on YouTube, especially if it's put up by the PBS program, This Old House, it's always done in a brand new house with brand new equipment, and it's always easier than it really is. So just remember that you'll have to be a midget, squeeze underneath this, and may the good Lord help you if everything is corroded beyond belief. Then you'll just have to be in doubt and take a grinder and grind it out. And that's what I had to do. I ground out the drain that was here. Was just you're just unable to deal with it. Couldn't get a wrench around the nuts. The nuts were like the ones that I showed you over here, just with little flanges on them. Couldn't be grabbed with any kind of, I don't know, any kind of channel locks. Forgive me, I don't have coronavirus. It's my hay fever. So I had to grind it out with a grinding wheel that I put on my drill. Okay, that's it for now. It's 82 degrees in here. It's been 90 degrees outside. Signing off from Johnstown, Pennsylvania, where at least we got a good plumbing supply store.